Yo, what up? It is a Friday. This is what I took today. And without further ado, let me get into this bit. Alright, on the daily, right, we obviously were bullish, right? Targeting LRL, right? We had already took out the range high, right? I mean, the daily high, right? But we still had a reason to go higher. We still had some low resistance highs. Yeah. Alright, on the 4 hour, we were still pretty bullish, right? We opened up a 4 hour below and we took out range high, right? So still looking pretty bullish, right? We just are reacting out of range high, kind of. So we could potentially take shorts towards a 4 hour, but we still are pretty bullish so far. All right, I don't know why it says Monday, but okay. On the hourly, right, we are disrespecting a discounted gap, right? Targeting the 4 hour, right? So if we wanted to target the 4 hour, we already would have, with that discounted gap, we would have respected that discounted gap and then pushed us lower. But since we're disrespecting it, right, and we obviously, took out range high, right, that would just mean we would want to go to range high. So that's just a sign of bullishness, right? And on the 30-minute time frame or 15-minute time frame, we respected a more premium uh, bullish gap, right, that led us to range high, right? So this just means that we're bullish, right, pretty much. All right, since we were bullish, right, to the range high, right, we still could react off of the range high, right, and lead us lower, right, especially if we just want to retrace into the 4 hour or at least the hourly gap that we left unfilled, right? So we, on the 5 minute, right, on the 5 minute, we are disrespecting a more premium, gap, or disrespecting and inversed a more premium gap. We also created a premium bearish gap, right? So if we respect the more premium gap and lead us down lower, right, and if we also disrespect the discounted 5 minute gap that we have below, right, we would at least want to target the unfilled and range low of this leg. Off 9:30 open, we end up inversing the discounted bearish gap, right, and we resweep the initial mitigation of the premium bearish gap, right? So if we have any confirmation out of this IFG, CISD, or whatever, right, off of the premium bearish gap, right, we would want to target range low, right, meaning the 30-minute intermediate low or the hourly unfilled gap, right, since we are disrespecting bullish at this point and respecting bearish after resweeping the range high, right? And we get that, right? We get IFG CISD, right, targeting the range low, right? So we target the range low, the 30-minute unfilled, the hourly unfilled, and 30-minute intermediate low, right? Going break even at 9:30 low, right? And this ends up playing out for about 1 to 2 R if you took it to the hourly unfilled, and if you took it to the 30-minute range low, it's about 1 to 1.3 R, So yeah, that's pretty much the trade recap of the day. Pretty simple trade off 9:30 open. Nothing much to say. You could also possibly have taken it to the 4 hour. I'm pretty sure that gets stopped out though, or at least break even.